Okay, you guys, these are two trade setups that I've already sent out to the our group, and so I'm going to show you these setups. These are highly successful trade setups that can really net you a nice profit, especially for those who trade at the beginning of the week, which are the trend trading family. So your team A. I told you team B is reversal traders who shouldn't be looking at these charts until the midweek reversal. So the beginning of the week is the best time for this particular strategy for these two. So right now I'm going to take you into two of the trades that I am in so that you can take a look at them. And you'll see, and we're going to call them, one is going to be called the drifter, and the other one is going to be called the popper. Okay, drifter and popper. Okay, so let's go to drifter first. Drifter is this setup right here. It's really slow. I had to start it over again. It's just bouncing around, and you'll probably see as I'm recording it'll pop back into green. So basically this is the drifter. The drifter is one where you can see it's been drifting in the same direction for a very long time. See? Look at how it flipped into positive because it's just bouncing around in this range. But this one is going to be the drifter because it drifts around, drifts, and then when it's transitioning, it drifts above. And if you have the ocean wave system, you'll really see this because you can see here was the neutral zone where it was going sideways, indicating a change of direction of the trend. Okay, and so when it did, you had the arrow and then the first pop, and then it started drifting. You can also go out one step further. And well, actually, this is the 1 hour. I like trading off the 30 minute. So this is what it looks like from the 30. You see this is right here. Go out to the 1 hour and you can see clearly it's drifting and it'll probably continue up. All right. So that's the drifter. The next one is the popper. Now the popper is different. And you can already see for my copycat group, these are two live trades that I've already sent out to my copycat members. So they're already in profit on this beautiful Sunday evening. And for those who want to know what day this is, just in case you want to backtest my strategy, this is March 3rd, 2024. March 3rd, 2024. And it's late in the Asian session. And for those who have the ocean wave system, look at this right here. Look. I mean, if you don't see this, you need to be slapped. Okay? You really do. So this is what I call the popper. Okay? Now, the difference between the drifters right here, it was doing a drift move. Okay, that's like a lazy river. And let me explain the two. So when you see these, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the lazy river, which is the other one, it was drifting really slow in the same direction. Okay. Then when the transition happened, it popped up, and this one did pretty much the same thing. The difference is, look at the shape of this one. Okay, and the other one was the same shape as this, so I'll just stay on this one. The other one was the drifting. See, it was a long, like snake move. It was really straight and long, just in the same direction. And it held that for a very long time, and then it was going up in the same. This one, look at this. This is where you see consolidation. See, this is a clear trend in the down direction. But notice when it changed here, see, and I can't go back. I'm not going to worry about it because this one has both of them where you can see it. So with the Euro CAD trade that I sent out to the group, you can see that it was currently in the uptrend, but it was doing the same move. It was smooth and silky like a snake, just in the same direction, just smooth and silky and long in the same direction. This one is a different shape. Okay, this is why I call this the popper. The popper is consolidation. It tends to consolidate, or what I like to call the spongy bob square head. See how flat and square this shape is? That's why I call it the popper, because what happens is price action will sit here, dance around in this range, dance, and then all of a sudden something will happen and it'll just shoot up and pop real quick, way up to the upside. Okay, so that's why I call this the popper. The SpongeBob SquareHead sits real flat and consolidates, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just pops in that direction. Or if it's consolidating to the downside, it'll pop and go in that direction. So that's why I call it the popper. It will be a sudden big impulse move. Write that term down. The popper sets up for an impulse move. If you're new to trading, the word impulse, and let me bring this in so you can see my face and I'll explain it. So the word impulse in the markets come from impulsive. If you understand impulsive, which means, you just did something out the blue. You were very impulsive. It was sudden and rapid. Okay. So that's what the markets do sometimes. Out of the blue, they just have a sudden rapid move. Okay. Prior to the sudden rapid move, you will tend to see this particular setup, which is the consolidation, or like what I call it, the spongy bob square head, where it gets real flat. And then all of a sudden, boom, you have a big move to the upside. The difference, though, was with this one. This is the drifter. And we have EuroCAD, which I showed you that first trade, which is going in the upward direction, but it's drifting real slow. So this is your good slow money. It's not a sudden rapid move. It's not impulse moves. It's just consistently drifting in the same direction. This one is great for those who need to be on the road and you don't have time. You want to look for drifters. Okay, they drift in the same direction and can stay in that same direction for days upon days upon days. I'll give you an example. I'm going to hit Control Y on my screen, and hopefully it cooperates. And there we go. When you hit Control Y, it brings up what's called your day separators. Okay, your day separators is just that. It separates the days so you can see how many days something has been running in the same direction. Okay, so from this time frame, you can see that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and then you can see the blue came in right here, which means neutral zone. When the neutral zone came in, then you had consolidation, temporary consolidation, then it changed and went the other way. So here's the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 days of drifting in the same direction. So therefore, if you're on vacation, if you're a truck driver, if you're an airline stewardess or airline pilot, you don't have time to look at the charts, then you want to be one who looks for drifters. Okay? Look for the drifters, the ones that's drifting in the same direction, no big candles. They're just in the same direction, just like a lazy river drifting. Okay? Just drifting along. But for those who find these are good because they're going to drift sideways. See, this one was drifting in the direction, in the downward direction. The other one, and I can't pull over my screen, that's why I'm not pulling it back, for the EuroCAD, it's currently drifting in the upward direction, just real slow drifting movement, okay? If you can see right here at the bottom of my screen, I have my symbol changer, but it's actually off screen because it's fitting within the recording screen. So that's the reason why I can't go back to it. But you've seen it first, the EuroCAD, where it was in this, doing this same thing, but in an upward direction. And I'm safe with that trade for my team because I know it's going in that direction, and it'll probably complete that between Sunday and Monday. So I'm going to, after I finish recording this, I'm just going to go to bed and sleep very well, knowing that I'm trading with a drifter. It's going to keep going in that same direction, and little pullbacks here and there, but that's okay. But at least I know what direction it's going, because it's like a lazy river. You may have some bumps here and there, but overall the lazy river is drifting in that direction. So it's nothing to worry about. Okay, so with our EuroCAD, I'm in a drifter, but in an upward direction. So I'm guaranteed to not worry about that trade. Hell or high water, I'm not worried about it. And it's a Sunday, so therefore, there's no big news events that can come out and impact my trades. Now, anything can happen around the world. War can break out and this and that would be something that would impact the trade. But just generally trading, nah, you good to go, bro. All right, but this one is different. This one, you have to be patient because it's just setting up, and it's like a snake. And see, it's when it consolidates, it squeezes out the impatient people. Because see right here, see all this? The impatient people, they've been holding this trade how many days? 1, 2, 3, and this is day 4. So on day 4, they like, man, I ain't made no money. This ain't made no pips. Man, I think, what's going on with the markets? And this is where the retailers get squeezed out because of their immaturity. They're immature. And then all of a sudden, boom, it shoots up in the right direction. And all that money that you could have had is gone. And this one trade could have netted you something really, really nice. But your impatience got to you and the market knew it. That's why consolidating periods kills the average retail trader. But professional traders do not care because we're not staring at the trade every minute of the day. So if you're ever in one of these poppers, understand what I'm saying. You must use what? Patience. Let it roll out, because once it do pop, that's some pretty money. Pretty money. Now, if you can hold the drifter for a week, Why can't you hold this for a week and just be patient and let it play out? Because this one tends, every time I have closed out one of these poppers too early because I was getting impatient, it's like the very next day, boom, it pops up. And I could have had way more money. And I left a lot of money on the table. Okay? So hopefully these two setups, and I'll remove Control Y. Go ahead and take a snapshot of this so you guys can always see this. Again, the drifter is the one that just drifts slowly in the same direction, whether up or down. And currently we're in EuroCAD, which is drifting upwards. So it's very slow in the upward trajectory. Now, sorry, again, here's my symbol changer, so I can't go in there and switch it to another currency pair because I'll cut off the screen just to make sure this is recording properly for you guys. But that's that. So anyway, the popper is the one that's like the Spongy Bob square head. It's flat, okay? That's the flat one. It goes flat or sideways for a minute, and then all of a sudden, boom, it pops just like that, okay? Let me know in the comments whether this video was helpful, because again, I'm just trying to help you become highly successful. Do whatever you'd want to do, but I'm just trying to help the average retail trader, and we're also making great profits for our copycat members. So I'm just sharing you a couple of techniques. I won't share everything I know with you guys, but this is a couple of simple techniques. When I see these, it's just like ching ching, cash money in the bank. Okay, all right. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Thank you.